Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations coming at you today with another video, ladies and gentlemen. And today, baby, we are taking a look at a brand new game that is currently in the game preview section of the Google Play Store. So there is not currently a iOS version of the game. However, rest assured, I have spoke to the devs and the iOS version is set to launch when the game is set to launch, which is currently September 1st out of game preview. So nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is, as always, going to be a mobile game, and specifically a mobile idle game. So as you know, you've been checking out all of my other videos on my channel. If you haven't, go check those out right now. What are you waiting for? But we absolutely enjoy playing mobile idle games, just because it allows us to do things in real life and not be attached to our phone 24/7, and we're still getting rewards and collecting stuff in the game without it being physically open. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hero Summoner. So if you want to check out Hero Summoner, please be sure to use the link below in the description. It helps me out and helps out the channel. Thank you guys very much. Let's jump right into the video. All right, diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at the combat system right off the bat. So we are currently on the campaign section of the game. We're going to click the boss fight. So as you can see, this is pretty standard for most of your mobile RPGs, or idle RPGs in general. You've got your 3 in the front, 3 in the back. You can click on the heroes to or you can drag and drop them, or you can click. It doesn't really matter to fill out where you want them to be. But there is one unique feature. Shout out to the devs on this that I thought was pretty creative. And not the standard copy and paste idle game, is that you can come over here and click this hire button, and you can actually hire mercenaries up to 3 times per day. You can hire mercenaries, and also, as you can see here, you pay a little bit of gold out of your own pocket to hire that mercenary. But if you're trying to pass the stage, ladies and gentlemen, that is fantastic. It gives the person that you're actually hiring a little bit of a kickback, which is really, really nice. You know, a lot of those games out there that they do have that type of ability to help out other heroes or help out other players. There's not really any sort of kickback for that or drawback for helping them, etc. But this is one of those things where you can't beat a level. You need to progress through the story mode. You can come in here, you can hire somebody that's a lot higher level, for instance, throw them on your team, and then boom, bada bing, you can pass that level and move on. So again, very nice. It's a unique feature. I haven't really used it a whole lot myself, just because I had not hit a level that I needed to hire somebody in order to complete, which I'm sure I will. But shout out to the devs on that one for adding a unique feature, in my opinion. But basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to click the fight button here, and because it is a idle RPG game, we do not control any aspect of the fight. So you can control your lineup, of course. You control other aspects in the game, but the actual combat system is going to be 100% auto. So if that's what you fancy, just like that's what I fancy, then you will definitely like it. But anyway, so checking out that is going to be basically the combat style. When you collect your offline rewards, or when you collect basically your idle rewards, you have 2 different types. They break it down between the offline rewards that you got when you were not online, and then they also break it down to the online rewards. So it's really, really cool. It's kind of a creative way to see what you're actually getting from both of them, and you're actually getting 2 different types of rewards, which is very, very cool. And again, it's just very, very nice. Another thing to note at the very top here that I absolutely am excited about, devs, thank you very much, is idling time by default out of the box, 0 money spent, is 12 hours. So why is that so cool? Is because if you have ever played idle games in the past or whatever, they have built these games around these VIP systems or other type of systems in the game. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to get ahead of myself. This game has a VIP system, but it is not locking some of those absolutely needed quality of life features in the game behind that paid VIP experience. So that's what's really, really cool. We get 12 hours right out of the box, not 8 hours, not 10 hours, not 4 hours. We get 12 hours, ladies and gentlemen. So very, very nice. Come in here, collect those rewards. And then you just keep on progressing. So as you can see down here at the bottom, we do have several different tabs, but we're going to take a look at the quest section of the game. So again, just like every single idle mobile game out there, we have daily quests that we can complete. We've got weekly quests that we can complete that resets. We've got achievements, and we've got the free growth pack that obviously everybody gets, starting out in the game. And then as you can see here, it unlocks to a new tier once you complete all of the current ones that are on your list. So again, very straightforward when it comes to mobile and idle games with some of that stuff there. We do have the quick feature here, similar to like Brave Dungeon and AFK Arena and a lot of those other idle games. You basically come in here and you can collect additional rewards just as if you were basically idling for what did it say, 120 minutes. So idling for 120 minutes, you can come in here and collect those rewards without actually having to idle. So again, very, very nice. It's very, very standard though when it comes to idle games. As you complete specific stages, like here, you can see you can collect these additional rewards as I just did on screen. Now, the next thing on this list or on this screen before we jot over to something else is basically this game is not lackluster when it comes to events. So they have loads and loads of events, as you can see littered on my screen up here in the top left and right hand corner. We can minimize this to give you a little bit more screen space, but basically the events across the board, you can see we get some free stuff, some of the packs and everything you can actually buy with real money. So shout out to the whales on that one if they are absolutely looking to buy something. The rewards are not lackluster when it comes to actually spending real cash money in the game, which is nice, as you can see right here. But ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I absolutely love about this game is that it is not required in order to spend or to complete. It is not required to spend money in order to complete events. And so taking a look at something like this, where they have several events that roll around that you can actually spend in-game currency. And as you can see, I've actually been doing pretty well, and I've actually bought several summon packs and already from the last event. So again, and I'm still almost up to 9,000 or not 9,000, geez, 8,000 diamonds. So again, and that's almost the last pack that I can buy. So again, very, very nice. I think the game is very free-to-play friendly. I want you to know that right now. They have done a really good job about giving players basically the opportunity to complete those set of limited events and also to progress. I have yet to find anybody right now that has been playing the game, even the ones that have been playing it longer than I have, basically hitting a paywall or anything else in the game that prevents them from progressing. So that's whether it's the story or the campaign or, a hero progression, whatever. They have not hit a wall that they could not progress in some way, shape, or form, and that includes idling. So again, very, very nice. I like that aspect. The game doesn't need to be 100% free to play. As you know, I do pay a little bit for these games to actually play or to actually enjoy a little bit more of that in-depth content to make more content for the channel. But I absolutely love when the free-to-play players in the community are not being shafted on or actually pushed away because they're not investing money. So again, very, very nice. Shout out to the devs on that. So let's check out the heroes. Taking a look at the heroes, there is an abundance, a massive amount of heroes in this game that you can collect. There are different rarities and versions of those exact same heroes too. So as you can see here, some of them have a R next to them. Some of them have an E for elite. If we continue to scroll down, you can see there is just absolutely, it's a massive abundance of different heroes that you can collect. And yes, they look fantastic. They look awesome. I think the art design is really, really cool, and it's very creative. I have yet to play an idle game that actually adapts this exact same style. So I know that like Hero, Idle Heroes, AFK Arena and stuff, they kind of have their own different style each one of those games, and this game is no different. So again, it's kind of like they've added this own different style. So you've got your bags, your standard stuff. We're not going to dive too much into that. We're going to head over to the castle section. So yes, this is very similar to Idle Heroes with the layout of the home screen, your village, your town, whatever you want to call it. But basically, it's very similar in the fact that it is vertical stacked. But I don't mind that. I don't mind a vertical stacked menu screen, or at least like a town section, because it's a lot easier to navigate, in my opinion. It's just from top to bottom. You scroll through, you can select all of your stuff. It's normally compact and small, as you can see here. We can access everything really, really quick and easy with ease. So I'm going to go through these really, really fast. We're not going to open up every one of them for the sake of the video, because I will have additional tutorials and guides and stuff coming for this game. But right off the bat, you have the Advanced Shrine. We will open this one, and this is basically going to give you the ability to combine heroes and level up heroes, and basically increase their star rank, and it kind of gives you what each one of those consist of and that kind of sort of thing. So again, it's like a normal shrine in other games pretty much. Your hero altar is going to allow you to decompose or basically get rid of, like salvage some of those lower level heroes, specifically 1 stars, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, that is a second unique feature to this game, is that the 2 stars and above are actually useful. So you can take those 2 stars and 3 stars and combine them to make 4 stars, and then you can make those 4-star units combine to make 5-star units, etc., to make fodder for your higher level units. So again, shout out to the devs on that one. Very, very nice for making those 2 stars actually useful, when a lot of these games, especially these idle mobile games, As you know, the 1s and 2 stars are complete garbage and there's absolutely nothing to do with them but salvage them. So again, why even put them in the game, right? The hero summoning section is very standard, straightforward. You have your grand summonings, which gives you the best chance of getting 4 stars and 5 stars. You have your common summons, which obviously is all the way across the board from your 1s all the way up to a 5-star. And then last but not least, you have your friendship summons. So again, very straightforward with a lot of other games. But you do, after you summon so many times, no matter what section that you summon through, you collect this material down here, this energy basically, to summon a free 5-star. So again, very nice and very straightforward when it comes to a lot of the idle games. So this smithy is one thing I did want to show to you guys in this video. This is the gear section of the game. The gear is actually a linear section. Geez, it's actually a linear system, which is very common to some idle games, some mobile games, but it's basically you start off with a common sword, and then you have to get so many versions of that common in order to make a green version of that sword, and then so many greens to make that second version of that green sword, etc. So we can see that by taking a look at this here. We've got 5 out of the 3 required of the blue swords with 1 star on them, and then we also have the second level of the blue sword here, but we need to use 3 of these blue ones to craft the next one. So we're just going to go ahead and fuse that, create that 1 blue sword, and that's basically the extent of the gear. So the gear is not really variable between different things. It's basically just a straightforward linear system. So again, very easy to do, but that's what we like when it comes to these idle games, especially a game like this, because if you don't know, this is going to be a second game on my channel. Currently, right now, I am super loaded, and I am absolutely enjoying the hell out of playing some Brave Dungeon. So I'm not looking to move away from doing Brave Dungeon content, but it is absolutely one of those things where there is some downtime in Brave Dungeon that I could also pump a little bit of idle time or a little bit of time into this game and still continue to progress in this game because it is built so heavy on idling. So if you're looking for that second game and you're looking for that specific idle game that you want, this is a game for you, I can promise you. So again, and the devs are and the devs are active in my opinion. So again, very nice. As always, you're going to have the arena section of the game, which is going to be your PvP. It's straightforward. You can come in here, select your heroes. There's 2 different styles of PvP. I have yet to unlock the honor system. I've got to get to 10-1 in order to do so. But I'm assuming that's just another section of PvP or another type of game mode that you can play. You can adjust your lineup here specifically from your other lineup, which is nice. You get your rewards. There's a re-ranking system. It's all pretty straightforward when it comes to a lot of the mobile games. We have, and of course, nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a infinite tower. So this is like every other infinite tower. You come through here, you click on it. You can skip the fights if you want to skip them. You can obviously progress all the way through. I'm clicking the fight button. I'm going to basically die on that one just because of my heroes. I have not leveled them up in order to clear that stage. But that's going to basically be that. Expedition is going to be similar to your Labyrinth or your Wonderland. So Wonderland from like Idle War Legendary Heroes. I can't remember where Labyrinth is. Either that's AFK Arena or that is Mobile Legends. I can't really remember, but it's basically the same thing. There is 3 different floors, 15 stages on each floor. Once you complete the first floor, you basically move up to the second floor, and obviously the enemies get harder the further you progress. So again, just another really cool place to get rewards. Your dragon treasure is going to be very simple. That's going to be straightforward, kind of like the Chrono Summons section in the Brave Dungeon, for instance. In the other game we're featuring on the channel, you're basically be able to select the type of faction that you want to summon from, so you have a little bit more control over your actual summons. Instead of them coming from just any race or faction, you can come in here and actually select that using this specific currency. So again, very simple and straightforward. I forgot to show you, but they do have a replay system as well, just like Brave Dungeon, where you can come in here, you can drop a hero, spend a little bit of this currency that you collect in the game from actually crafting the heroes, and then you can swap them for another one of that same faction at random. So again, very simple. You have your pub quest, which is like your tavern quest, your daily quest. You could come in here and refresh. It's like your guild farm quest from Brave Dungeon. Pretty self-explanatory. And you have your lucky wheel that you get spins per day for free. You can buy more spins sometimes with diamonds and everything else, depending on if there's any rewards in there that you want to achieve. So again, very nice. This section here is going to actually be similar to the Racedom dungeon section of Brave Dungeon. So every day it resets to what specific race or heroes that you can use in those said dungeons. So again, pretty straightforward when it comes to idle games, but there are some unique features. So the island section we're gonna check out now. So taking a look at the island section of the game, this is actually going to be where you're going to find your gunslingers. This is going to be where you find your actual guild. So right up here, you can apply to different guilds and everything, but shout out to the gunslingers for accepting me right off the bat without knowing anything else about this game. But basically, it's going to be pretty straightforward. The only current activity that they have right now available for guilds is going to be the guild boss. I have been informed by the devs that they will be coming out with additional guild content in the future. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it for the video. You're going to be able to see some of the stuff you can collect here. This is just additional AFK rewards. They do have the class technology feature, which allows you basically to unlock and achieve additional stat bonuses for that specific class. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to download the game, check out the link down below in the description, and I will see you guys on the next one.